And I mean, the true ballerina is me because I definitely do spin on the dick. Hey y'all! Fringes for it.
Oh my god.
It's apple cider with like seltzer water and stuff. Hey y'all!
Thank you.
I'm in here getting a massage by the best massage. Is it massage therapist?
Mm-hmm.
The best massage therapist here in Atlanta. Come put your face in the screen. Talk to the people.
Hi. You guys can follow me at Luxury Touches by Couture. And yeah.
And we're gonna talk about this reunion. What did you guys think about the reunion of Chasing Atlanta season 4? First of all, what did you guys think about what I had on? Ooh!
She was there.
Let me get lower, I'm sorry. Okay, let me tell y'all about my outfit. I didn't find my outfit until the day before the reunion. Like, literally the day before the reunion. Because Miss Oliver's a working girl. Oh. Miss Oliver is a working girl. Is that my butt right there?
Yeah.
Is that my butt?
There, bitch.
Is that my butt?
Just to put it in for me.
Is that my butt shaking like that? Is that? I thought she was pumped. Anyways, so listen.
Ooh, the girls' eyes is open, all of them.
Huh?
The girls had their eyes open.
What do you mean?
I was just looking at the comment.
Oh, but listen, I didn't go find my outfit until the day before, and God bless Trey Howard from Chasing Dallas. Trey Howard had been sending me clothes for months and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I was like, okay, Trey, I'm gonna order it. But I can tell y'all now, I was filming T.S. Madison show for WeTV, and they were taking up all my time, all my sleep, all my energy. And so it was just like, girl. And then I honestly forgot the reunion was coming. Like, I really did. I honestly forgot. And then I remembered. And so I was like, okay, well, what can I get very fast that, like, I don't have to figure? So I don't know. I had, for at one point in time, I was going to break the bank and just wear this nice Versace outfit I saw in Neiman's. I mean, I was. You could ask my boyfriend. I was like, I'm just going to come and get this Versace shirt and this nice Versace pants from Neiman's. It was hanging on the rack. I mean, I was just going to break the bank because people that know me know I hate fucking clothes. I hate having to shop. I hate having to try on stuff. I just give it to me because I hate clothes. But anyways, that white outfit was actually a woman's outfit I found hanging up in Bloomingdale's? Yes, Bloomingdale's. And the shoes came from, what's the Z place? Not Zara, but Steve Madden, sorry.
Love a good Steve Madden shoe.
Steve Madden, I got the shoes from Steve Madden. And then I was like, ooh, I'm channeling Nene from Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 7, yes. And so I was actually supposed to get my hair blown out. Like I was gonna get my hair straightened and then I was gonna do curls. The people who've been following me know that, like, anytime I get my ends clipped, I'll just have them style it. I haven't done it in a while, but it was gonna be very Candy Fly Above the drama.
I'm about to die.
It was gonna be all of that, but I lost my gray hair. I don't know where it is, so I just had to keep it real. I was kind of pissed, but whatever.
With gray track.
Yeah, because normally when I do it, they straighten out my hair, and then hey, mommy, they straighten out my hair, and then they sew the gray in, and then they curl it and style it to make it fit in my hair. But for some type of way, it grew legs and it's no longer in my house, so I couldn't do it. And of course, I waited until the day before to see if I had it. and I couldn't find it. So whatever. It all worked out. Oh my God. Yes. Okay, you guys talk to me about the reunion. What did you guys think about the reunion? This is like the first time I think I've watched a live show in its entirety all season. What did y'all think? I have my thoughts about the reunion. What are you guys' thoughts about? Yes, let's get into the reunion. What are your questions about the reunion? Oh, Darius. So sweet. Oh my God. Guys, my mixtape is coming out next week Friday. The Zap mixtape is being released worldwide. It was very emotional. Did you guys see me get up and leave? It was too many emotions for me. And I just didn't know what to do in that space. Because I'm not very an emotional person, you know. I'm pretty sure, like myself, so many other black kids grew up where emotions wasn't really accepted in the house, you know? It was like, if you cry, you're talking back. Or if you say, well, I don't like this, you're being rude and disrespectful. And so, just, you know, I don't do well with emotions in terms of, like, I just don't know what's the right thing to do and right thing to say. So the safest thing for me is just not to say nothing at all. So I just had to get up and just leave for a split second because I didn't want to be rude or insensitive. And then I was also dealing with my own stuff, and I really didn't feel comfortable even tapping in it. Like she's tapping on my spine, my ribs right now. Yes. I didn't even feel comfortable tapping into that stuff with those people, you know? Because other than, you know, the people you guys know, those girls aren't my friends. They don't give a fuck about me in a sense. So it's like, I'm not going to share these things with them because they don't care. And it, you know, in my brain, it's like it'll just be used again against me. So I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
But I'm sure you're basing that off of something and not just an inkling.
Well, you know, I've been vulnerable with people before, and I've like opened up. Like, I've invited people over to my house. You know, I feel like I've opened up before to my cast members, and then like it just gets overlooked, you know. So, gotta work on me, hopefully.
I was excited that they didn't have an audience for this reunion.
I was so excited they did not have an audience as well because I felt like people didn't have people to put on a show for.
Right.
Because a lot of times, I personally feel like people do things on Chasing Atlanta because they know people are going to watch, and it's just like, ugh.
I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it because people are going to watch. Like that's the reason why you should be doing it. It's just about what you do. Like what is that you want people to see? You can tell who wants to see people see them working and admire them for their work, and you can tell who do things because they want people to see them acting a fool.
And you know, for me, my formula is anytime I film reality TV, I'm just myself.
Yeah.
I'm just myself. Like, I don't have time to think about, ooh, I'm going to say this to try to make this person look bad, or I'm going to say this to try to catch a moment. All the crazy shit that comes out of my mouth, and you guys will hear it come out of my mouth, that's how I felt in that moment, 100%. I don't have time to premeditate anything. And that's what I meant in that episode when I told Rico, I don't have to look for a moment. I am the moment. Not that I think I'm all that on the show. It was like, no, I know that me being me is enough for the situation. I don't have to come on and put on or think about how I'm going to read or stuff like that. If I read you, that's how I felt in the moment. If I said something funny, that's just how I felt in the moment. Ooh. Ooh!
There you go.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay, let me get into some of these questions. How y'all doing out there? What y'all out there doing? While I get my... Yes. Y'all, that's my butt. I can't get over. For a split second, I really thought my robe had draped over. But I was like, oh, that's the elderberries. I saw some questions on, I think it was what the fuck? What happened? I get nervous now when I open up my phone and a bunch of notifications just fly through. I get very nervous.
Then that OnlyFans drop.
Yes, finally. I'm looking at my Instagram to see the questions before I look at the phone. Oh, you guys are just Oliver, stop. I'm not. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna answer that. I'm looking at my Instagram to see if I see the questions. All you guys are so sweet to me. I thank y'all for so much for sending me love and stuff like that. You guys are the best. You think they're ready for the power of 3? This is Amy So Fierce. You think they're ready for the power of 3? Also, what did you learn about yourself this season as opposed to last season? Do you think they're ready for the power of 3? The girls are never ready for the power of 3. Nobody's ever ready for the power of 3.
They want to make it a power of 10.
And I just don't, but my thing is, I don't understand what was so wrong about the 3 of us calling each other friends. And like, this is what we call our friendship. Like, there's been plenty of friendship groups and quartets and duos and stuff like that that's come before us, but nobody bothered y'all. So why was it that when Lauren, Oliver, and Q said we're going to be friends, and it's not like we said we're going to be friends and fuck everybody else, like we were still talking to other people we have friendships on the cast. I don't understand why the 3 of us specifically becoming friends was an issue for everybody. It's not like we started bullying people or like talking bad about people, or like taking people's Girl Scout cookies, or pissing in their sugar jars, or going to their mother's jobs, you know, throwing mangoes out the window. Like, we didn't do any of that. We just were friends with each other. I don't know. I find it quite funny, but I don't know.
I know.
What do you know?
No, it's just.
What is it?
You gotta look at the 3 people that it is.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Because it's us 3. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, this feels so good. Listen, Miss Nicole here from Luxury Touches by Couture. Y'all see that? Y'all see that, right? Is my back bad?
Yeah.
It's not bad like the first time when you first came over here. It was horrible.
Because you got somebody regularly maintaining it.
Well, you know, to be actually very transparent, he prefers me laying on my back than doggy style. He only.
You sure you don't want a shot?
He only asked me to get on. Yeah, my mom is watching. Mommy. Well, girl, you already know how I'm about to set up. So if you came over here, you already know what it was giving. It's 10:17. I'm over here drinking this crown, doing this hook. You already know how my mouth is set up.
I love it.
And then the other question is, the biggest thing I learned from this season, on some real shit, for real. The biggest thing I learned on this season of Chasing Atlanta is, Oliver, you have to pray for wisdom and you have to pray for discernment. That you don't align yourself with things, instances, places, anything that could potentially make you look bad. And when the shit goes down, you have to be responsible enough for yourself to say, hey, let me step out of this right now, because I already know where this is going, and I already know the type of energy that this is bringing. I already know what this is giving. So don't be shocked when the bullets get flying and you get hit in the neck too, because, girl, birds of a feather flock together. And you have to be very cautious of what you decide to align yourself with, what you decide to give energy to, what you decide to even answer to, you have to be responsible for yourself. And if you're already knowledgeable about the nature of things and how people do things and the history of certain things, don't think you're exempt, girl, because you're not fucking exempt. You're not exempt at all. That's the biggest thing I learned this season. And I would say definitely moving forward in anything that I do, whether it's personal, business, entertainment, big screen, small. Oh, yes. I've started to pray, like, God, give me discernment. God, give me wisdom. Give me insight. Because I'm going to make sure that I'm walking the right path. I'm going to make sure I'm aligning myself with the right things. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing the right things, because I can accept I made a lot of bad decisions leading up to this season and on this season, just in terms of different shit. And, you know, no matter how justified I felt, I needed to take responsibility, and I have taken responsibility. Like, well, girl, you aligned yourself with it, so why are you gagging? Like, why are you gagging? There's no need to gag. If you don't want to be involved in the melee, don't involve yourself at all, you know? Put a shit to a stop as soon as it begins. As soon as you see something going left, make a decision then. Like, all right, y'all, I'm finna be out. Or, hey, I'm finna call her right now, you know? Ain't nobody in the comments asking questions underneath this post. Oh, y'all so sweet. Thank y'all. Oh, thank y'all. If y'all, I'm glad everyone liked the outfits. I'm just like, if y'all only knew the turmoil. Ugh. Oh, my Twitter. I'm trying to go through my Twitter now. Okay, wait, I'm not gonna scroll up that far. Oh. Okay. So Michelle someone on Twitter, their name is Michelle Obama's U-Part wig. Question, what does Travis actually do? To be quite honest, I don't know what Travis actually does. I don't know what he does, but I'm assuming he does something. Because he's living, he's breathing, he has on clothes, he drives a car. The car needs gas, so he does something. I just don't know what he does, and that's no shade. I'm pretty sure he does something. I'm just not knowledgeable about what that something is, but I'm pretty sure it's something. Like, didn't he own a home or something like that?
I don't know. He did have. He's aligned with celebrities in some way. I know that he had. I know you haven't watched much of the season live.
Yeah, I still haven't watched the finale.
But he had, was it Coco or someone?
Oh, I did see a clip of that.
It gives kind of like, I don't know, he's in media some type of way. He does something in media. I'm not exactly sure. He represents for the big tall section all over the world.
So like he interviews people?
I think.
Does he have like a show? Like a YouTube
that's
show?
What it's given. And I know he was on some other reality shows.
But what was he doing before that? I don't know. This sounds messy.
He said that he been on.
I don't know.
He said that he was an A-list when they were aliases.
He said that?
No.
I was like, I know Travis did not say that.
That's what Shamar told Marla, right? I was an A-list when you were an alias.
I don't know, and I'm saying I don't know because I don't know. I don't want to say. I just honestly don't know. I don't know what he does. Officially, I don't know. How is your relationship going with your boyfriend, the one mom loves? It's going really great. It's going really great.
Your mom said add her.
She want me to add her? No, mom, you need to go to sleep.
She said she'll behave.
No.
We want to see her.
Okay, give me a second. No, because she got to go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta.
Okay. Good night.
It's late in Atlanta. Ooh, someone asked, why did Kendra really go to jail?
They have to watch it.
I know. I mean, of course, it's shown on the show. I know why she went to jail. I'm not gonna speak on that because that's her business.
They have to watch because they said we're gonna see what's in that envelope.
I'm not gonna speak on that. You know, I didn't speak on it when it was given to me. I didn't speak on it at the party. I didn't speak on it at the reunion. I'm not gonna speak on it now, and I'm never gonna speak on it because that's just a lie.
Wrong road.
Yeah, that's definitely the wrong road. Like, me and Kendra are cool. Okay. I don't want to go down the wrong road. I'm not gonna ever speak. So listen, I'm telling y'all, we're gonna listen. If it ever comes out on why she went to jail, no, it didn't come from Oliver because I don't want none of that smoke. I don't want none of that lava. I don't want none of that ember. I don't want none of that. Ain't have shit to do with me. I want to stay out of it. What's that clip of Dr. Heavenly when she was walking on the when she was walking with Toya, leave me out of it. I don't got nothing to do with it. I don't got nothing to do with it.
I want to know too.
No, I'm not touching that. I'm just glad she's doing better, and it seems like
and she looked good.
She did. She looked amazing.
She looked really good.
Why do we never see scenes of Dominique doing his job as a celebrity pet groomer? Do y'all not trust him to groom y'all's pets? I think the only scene we saw him doing...
We saw him grooming a celebrity's pet. He was grooming Cookie.
have friends who wish you well,
He was good about celebrity.
when you have friends that wish you well, you'll find a point when you too can exhale. Yeah, I think it. I don't know the official answer, but I think it has something to do with like NDAs and like, because I know he doesn't. I know he does. I know for sure. Okay, I'm being serious now. I know for sure he does Missy Elliott's dogs. I know for sure he does Quad's dogs. I know that for sure. I know he does Toya's dogs. Who else dogs does he does? Who else? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's other ones. Those are the only three that I know of. And I know, like, you know, some celebrities be real finicky about, you know, that type of stuff. Now, I mean, when I ask my people, can I film, they don't ever give me problems. But like I said, everybody's different. Like, everybody's different. Everybody got different rules and shit like that, you know. I don't know. But he's done Cookie before. He actually came over here during COVID and he cut her nails for me. Yeah. And then I think like when it was time for them to like go up to the when it was time for them to go up to like his shop. Oh, what is that?
My hand.
But what is that you're rubbing?
I don't know.
Is it tension?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh. Where does that come from? Eating hot chips?
No.
What was I saying?
The dog.
The dogs. Yeah, he's done Cookie before. Oh, I think by the time they could go back and film at his shop, COVID had happened. So, like, I don't know. I don't know too much about Dominique's situation on Jason Atlanta. I really don't know. Because I'm only cast. Are there any more questions? No more questions? Okay.
That's what was the highlight of the reunion for you.
What was the highlight of the reunion for me? The highlight of the reunion for me. Because I'm trying to think. Is there some things that haven't been shown yet? Oh. I don't know if it's a highlight, but the biggest thing I took away is how the whole Dominique and Travis situation ended. I really didn't like... I don't want to give it away, but I really didn't like how certain things were handled. And I don't know if they'll show it, but I did kind of butt in like softly and just was trying to
Reroute.
yeah, because for me, the spirit in the room was so strong in reconciliation. Like the people who had the biggest beefs, me versus Kendra, me versus Q, Lauren versus Kendra, Troy versus Kendra, all those beefs had been put to rest, and those people were talking to each other and were conversing and laughing. So honestly, from my standpoint, the people who should be in here throwing down and yelling and cursing and doing all that stuff aren't doing it. So all these other B, C, D plot beefs and all this other stuff, y'all can talk about this shit, y'all can curse each other out, but y'all should be able to reconcile, because shit to me really isn't that deep. Now I may be talking a little selfish and a little ignorant, but that's just my opinion. I didn't think this shit was deep. And so when I saw the things getting deep off in it, I was just like, I just was begging. Yeah, I really was begging. I was like, just fix it. And when the people weren't compliant with my request, I was disappointed. Because I felt like if me and Kendra could sit next to each other, if Lauren and Kendra could talk, if me and Q could talk, everybody in the room
It was so good to see your interaction with Kendra. Knowing what all it took for y'all to get to that place.
Well, thank you. I think, well, you know what? That's the biggest highlight for me.
Yes.
Actually. Even though it was aggravating as fuck, filming this entire season and me and Kendra having whatever shit was going on and me and Q having whatever was going on, I was very happy and I'm proud that by the time the show wrapped, we were able to reconcile and get to a place of friendship again. And I think that's important. Like, in all of our lives and y'all lives out there, shit happens. Like, people fall out, people stop talking, shit like that happens in real life. But the fact we were able to show reconciliation and how we did it, to me, was very key. I like teachable moments when watching TV, and hopefully that was. Ooh! Girl, she put the Sorcerer's Stone on my back. I didn't know. Let me relax. I just can't get over that. It's my hump right there. Ooh. Y'all remember The Fifth Element? He was like, where are the stones? Where are the stones? And the lady said, in me. And then she perished.
He's really ridiculous.
What other questions you guys have about the reunion? Wayne? I don't think Wayne was out of it. I saw people saying Wayne had smoked. I don't know Wayne to do drugs. I mean, and granted, my time around him is very limited, so, you know, I really can't go. I don't think the man does drugs. I really do. Okay, here's my honest opinion. I really do think Wayne was in a place of, and I could be wrong, but I think he was dealing with, like, I think embarrassment is too strong of a word. That's too strong. Maybe just like him having to like confront all the things coming at him, and like everybody being in one place and everybody being able to like, you know, speak and stuff like that. I do think that kind of made him uncomfortable, I think. And oh, you know what? I just remember something. Wayne does something in the second part of the reunion that I thought was very beautiful, and I really did appreciate it. I think maybe just the level of like vulnerability and transparency that was needed in the moment kind of made him uncomfortable, which is why it kind of seemed, I think people are mistaking him being subdued for him being high, and I don't think he was high. I don't think nobody there was high on the influence or drinking or alcohol or weed or pills or whatever the girls do. I don't know. I don't go to their secret places. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Amy Sophia said, do you think Wayne was overwhelmed? Yeah, I do think some of it is overwhelming. And listen, it's like, that's why y'all just saw me just sitting there, like, because I just wasn't going to allow myself to get drunk off emotions and then I just go crazy and I'm screaming like some of my cast members were, and I just lose control of the whole situation. It's a lot. It's a lot. And like, none of this shit on Chasing Atlanta is scripted. None of it is, all this shit is real. So it could be a lot having to talk about that stuff on a public platform where, you know, thousands, it was almost 7,000 people watching our reunion tonight, and everybody's chiming in, everybody's telling their comments and their opinions and stuff. That stuff can be a lot. Like, yeah, that's, Reality TV is not easy. Hey, y'all, it's not easy at all. That was the biggest thing I learned from filming the show with TS. Like, I just thought, oh, you just show up and you sit down and they say go and you talk and then you leave. It's like, no, that shit is a show. Like, it's a show that has a start, finish, middle, like wires and logistics, and yeah, it could be a lot. Shout out to Wayne. Wayne does do something in the second part that I thought was so beautiful, and I really appreciate it. And I think it will flesh out some of Wayne's motivations on why he does what he does and why he does it the way in which he selects. Ooh! Girl, these stones. What do you feel like was at the root of the energy of Troy, Dominique, and Rico? Ooh. To be quite honest, well, I don't want to say. Can I skip that question? I don't want to say. Because I'm like, all of us have reconciled, and y'all already know if I don't say something the right way, it's all hell again.
Well, say it in my ear. I paraphrase it for you.
Oh, I was serious. I was going to do it. I think the cleanest way I can put it is I just think, you know, my friends were, you know, the girls come, on any show, the girls come to the reunion to do the most. Like, this is their last chance, all this other stuff. And girl, at that point, I've been tired. Listen, I didn't show my ass the entire season. Kendra didn't show.
They had to secure their peaches.
I don't know if it was in terms of securing their peaches. I don't know. I don't know about the hiring or firing. But You know what? Let me speak from Lauren. Let me speak from Lauren, Kendra, Q, and Oliver. Bitch, we tired.
Listen, you're back tired. That's why you get this.
Bitch, we tired. We done turned up all season. We done argue. We done fought. We are tired. We are sitting in this reunion. We is done with all this.
Wait, is that why you sit up here and get this massage? Because you done carried this season on your back. They done brought the hot stones out, bitch. Because it's been on your back. Oliver.
I was sitting at a reunion. I'm just relaxing. Like, girl, this is graduation. Like, girl, I'm just chilling. I don't know why y'all getting hyped, girl. We done felt like this season of this particular season of Chasing Atlanta was filmed precisely over a year. We started filming in October, November of 2019. We concluded filming officially December 2020. This shit has been over a year. And then it's like now we're weeks later talking about the reunion. I'm not finna be, bitch, I'm tired. I know for me, I was tired. Like, bitch, I don't feel like arguing with nobody and a child. It's over. And then it's like, on some egotistical shit, I was like, bitch, I got shit after this. It's like, I don't need to be in here hollering. What the fuck I'm hollering for? Bitch, you need to be hush mute. That's why, if y'all notice, a lot of people are all of you long-winded, which, you know, I can't be long-winded. I'm learning. I don't know why the people who edit the show don't cut out some of my shit. They could cut out a lot of shit I say, because I would cut it out. When I do my reviews and my little shit on vlogs on my YouTube channel, I cut that shit out. I'm like, girl, you talking too much. I don't know why they don't cut it out. I don't know.
Your mama said if you don't add her, she about to show out in these comments.
Girl, she got to show out in the comments. What was I saying? What was I saying?
You were transitioning to the next question.
Oh, okay.
Enough of that one.
Okay. What's the next question?
They want to know, okay, so were the producers asking for more drama from y'all?
They've never asked me stuff like that. They don't never ask me stuff like that. I've never gotten that phone call, email, or text message where they're like, Oliver, we need more drama. On any show I've been on, actually.
Did production sit you and Kendra next to each other?
Yes, they did. Yes. But I mean, I can sit next to anybody. I don't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind. I could have sat next to Adolf Hitler and Donald Trump and would have been A-okay.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
I would have had my boy and arrow.
I feel like one thing that kind of disappoints me when I watch this show, and people always say, Oliver, you're being ageist. And I'm not being ageist, but it's just like, I think just culturally, we always assign maturity level to the person's actual age. And it's just like, sometimes when I just see some of my cast members carry, I'm just like y'all could be doing so much better. Like, why are y'all allowing people to have this much power over you? Like, why are you allowing people to get you out of, like, whack like this? Like, I would never, even if a bitch was dancing on my inner intestine and it was getting on my nerves, I'm not gonna let that hoe know. I'm not gonna let her know, because I'm not gonna let someone or anything know they have that much power over me, which is why I made it my business to sit there poised and pulled together. Bitch, I have on this all white. Bitch, I did great this season. I showed y'all my ups, my downs, my ins and outs, my wins, my losses. Bitch, I came out shining like girl pearl. So none of you people in here are gonna get me upset. Because why? It's not that serious.
That's an incomplete statement.
Why?
It's not that serious when you like.
I guess for me, I just know. For me, I just know I just have other shit I gotta go do.
Exactly.
That's my thing. So yes, it's just like I have other shit I have to go do. Like I have orders I have to send off.
Right.
I have fucking tax bills I gotta pay. I got interviews I gotta schedule. I have makeup shit I gotta schedule. I gotta edit music videos. I gotta upload shit to my client's YouTube channel. I gotta suck my man's dick. I gotta take Cookie out to pee. I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta call my mama, I gotta go to sleep, I gotta order new wallpaper. It's like, it's other stuff that requires my energy. Like, that I'm just not going to give it all right here, right now to y'all. To people that, quiet as it's kept, loud as I'm about to say it, and clear as y'all about to hear me say it, after we say rap on this stuff, I don't ever have to see y'all again if we chose to. So why? That's not my attitude, but I'm just saying that's the reality of it. What's the next question?
The people want to know that if you could bring someone back to Chasing Atlanta, what former castmate would it be?
Ooh, I would bring back We Were Born. Because I feel like they're in a better place now.
I saw J Twan in the comments. He said you look great.
Thank you, Twan. I appreciate it.
I'm not going to ask that one. Oh, where'd you go when you got up during the reunion?
Oh, I went out to the open area to breathe, and Reese G came and followed me. They recorded it. They didn't show it, but him and I had a small exchange of words. But basically, I just was telling him, like, I just needed to get out of the room for a split second because the emotions in there were so high. Mm-hmm. And I just felt, I don't know, I didn't feel right. And I just wanted to breathe for a split second. I was dealing with the emotions of the people in my surroundings. And of course, I was dealing with my own emotions. And I just didn't feel like doing that in that moment. And I just needed just to breathe, you know? That's all.
I feel like you caught a lot of flack about your confessionals. So what's like your aim or your approach when you engage in your confessionals?
Anytime I do my interviews again, on any show that I'm on, and you guys will see, I'm just completely honest.
Oh, she has multiple.
Well, no, not multiple. No, don't say it like that. Now I'm not going to say it again, because now you're making me sound bad. I'm not going to say it no more. I'm just honest in how I felt in the moment, and I can't help that I'm colorful and I'm slightly dramatic and I'm over the top because that's just naturally who I am. Those adjectives are adjectives that people use. I just use I'm being me, and I feel like my personality isn't. I don't know. Maybe it's not believable, or people don't think it's real. Like, oh, he must be putting on a show. I'm like, bitch, I'm not putting on the show. If the crazy thing is, when I do my interviews, I really be controlling my mouth on the shit that I really want to say. Cause the shit that I really want to say, and I've slipped up and said doing my interviews, they cut it out, and it's like, oh girl, oh Miss Oliver, yes. I just think, and it doesn't help that people in the comments laugh when I speak, and that people like to hear me.
Yeah, because it is funny and entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, it's funny, and sometimes that doesn't sit well with the other person who's at the butt of the joke, you know. That type of shit don't bother me, because, bitch, if you calling me stink, bitch, I know I smell like expensive ass motherfucking Givenchy right now.
No, stinking ass.
Right, I mean, you can ask any of my cast members anytime I walk into the room. They're like, "Bitch, who is that?" Right? Because I know what I'm wearing right now. So you calling me stinking ass not gonna get me upset. But I can see where me saying jokes, and again, because it's Oliver saying the jokes and everyone. I get it. I don't agree with it, but I understand.
Because your live followers, child. Don't get them started.
See, my aunt is down there. My aunt said, "Ask us." That's really you all the time. Yes, and I repent. I'm not proud of it, but I've said way worse things because that's just how my mouth is set up. I don't know. I like dark comedy.
But you also don't take yourself so seriously. So like when Dominique was saying that he was offended about you calling him a punk. Like, you call yourself a punk from...
Yes, I call myself a punk. And he was like, you're the biggest punk. Yes, I'm glad you admit it. Yes, I am the biggest punk in this room right now. Since you want to be funny. See, my people out there watching, that's how you read. That's the art of reading. Someone throws you something, you take it, you neutralize it, and you turn it back around. He called me a punk thinking I was going to be upset. No, I am a punk. I am one of the biggest punks.
And how many times he called Travis girl this, girl that, girl that? I think he's cool though. I think he'll be okay.
Who Dominique? The thing about it is, and Dominique was like, well, you said we weren't friends. Yeah. But I don't know. See, the thing about, I don't know. And I don't know. Because it's like, I feel like Dominique has said one thing and then he'll say another, and it's always confusing. And it's like, I only reached out to you because we were, and you hear me say it a little bit, we were being friendly towards each other. Like, we left the season cool, everything was fine. So, me being a person that cares about people, once I heard that you felt a certain way about my confessionals, which, to be quite honest, going back to my episode 1 confessionals, me laughing about you looking like Chance the Rapper, I laughed at it then in the scene. Go back and watch it. You hear me bust out laughing then. And I told him why. They didn't show it, but I told him why. I was like, girl, I always laugh when people say they look like somebody because it's funny to me. Like when King Moore be like, she look like Beyonce.
Every day someone thinks I'm Beyonce.
Like, that's funny to me.
What did Portia say? I guess I'm Solange, child.
And then it was like, even in my confessionals when I spoke about you telling me that makes logical sense. Like, why are you telling me? Like, I don't feel like I ever dragged Dominique. Like, I didn't drag him. To be quite honest, y'all, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, I didn't drag nobody this season. I didn't talk bad about Troy. The only person I talked bad about was Kendra.
And that's because the first day that we saw her,
the first day that
we saw her, you spoke to her. You said, "Hey, Kendra."
Yes.
And she went to...
The only person I, like, tore up was Kendra.
And that was it.
I didn't speak bad about Dominique.
And even with Kendra, you were not vicious with her.
No.
We had that conversation.
Right. Where you was like, just be careful what you say. I was like, okay, I got you. Even with Dominique, I never talked bad about him. I talked bad about his actions. I never attacked his business. I never attacked him. I never attacked his boyfriend. I talked bad about his actions. And even... when I said my man is a real man, that wasn't me taking a dig at your boyfriend. My man is a real man because he's not going to sit here and indulge in this in the punkery of this moment at this dinner table.
And that's just how he is in general. Like,
yes, my man. Yes,
we're not gonna sit here and gossip.
Yes, when y'all come over here. Yeah, thank you.
We gotta go because Claire's coming home.
Thank
from
you.
Work.
Thank you. No, you don't gotta
go home from work.
Thank you, Darius. Me saying that Quez is a real man. When my friends come over here and Quez, he'll come out and drink. When we start getting into the cackling and hackling, Quez goes in the room. Because he don't want to hear that shit. He goes away. When I be trying to talk to Quez about my drama, Quez just be looking at me and be like,
really? That's
what I meant when I said my man is a real man. How can I say... That was my only time meeting. Wait, no, I met his boyfriend in that lounge that time on my birthday. Which, you guys are here. Listen, there's a whole bunch of like behind the scenes clips that I have.
Wait, over there?
Yes. When we went to the Buckhead Lost on my birthday, really? Yes, and we were all having a great time. And this was in the middle of us filming. Okay. I also they were also at my karaoke event. Troy, Dominique, and Rico, and we all had a great time. That was in the midst of us filming.
Oh, I didn't make it there.
No, you didn't make it, but they made it there. All these clips I'm putting out on my YouTube channel in the next coming days and weeks because it can't be on my phone. It needs to have a home. I'm tired of looking at it. I need to free up space. So yeah, it's like I don't know. I be so confused sometimes. That's why when people be like, Oliver, you don't take responsibility. Well, I can't take responsibility if I don't know what the fuck is going on. If, like, 3 days ago, we were cool and now we're in a scene, and because we're filming a show, you want to talk about something, but I ain't never seen you bring up stuff about Rico. I ain't never seen none of those other people bring up stuff about their friends on the show, and I've been present and seen the things go down, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if they gonna bring it. Girl, you don't never hear about it on the show. I don't know.
So what was the whole exchange between you and Rico about? I didn't get a good understanding of it.
I think Rico was trying to refer to like me retweeting and liking things that the people who like me say. And I mean, no one said you were ugly or untalented. They agreed with my sentiments about the show. And again, I feel like because it's me, people feel like it's amplified to a larger level. And it's like, what's the difference between me liking or retweeting something that I agree with and you going in your interview and decimating me.
Yeah.
Or you getting with your friends and dragging me. Like, what's the difference? I don't come to y'all and be like, don't go in Imani Vanzap thing and say negative stuff about me. Don't go in your comment section and say, don't go in your Insta story, don't go in your live. I don't bother y'all. So why are you guys so concerned about what I'm doing over here? And everything that I liked and retweeted, I agreed. And I still agree. And me and Rika are cool, but I still agree with, I did not like that on the day of on the thing that I invited you guys to, I asked everybody about their feelings and their honest opinions, whether good or bad, about how everything went. And I think I still have a clip on my phone because I was like, I'm going to record y'all. Everybody was like, no, everything was great. Everything was so good. We can't wait till it comes out. So, of course, I would be shocked and amazed when in the confessional, it's this long monologue about everything you found that you disliked about it when the opportunity was presented and you didn't do it. Like, so yeah, I would be shocked. I think anybody would be shocked, right?
Yeah, but you
Am I wrong?
it is easier. It is easier.
That wouldn't shock you?
It is easier to critique things when you're not, I don't have to say it to your face. So I can see how you would be shocked, but I can also see why he would have felt uncomfortable saying that to your face.
And then it's like, he was saying, well, that was my honest opinion. Well, in my confessionals, I be saying my honest opinion, so why y'all bothering me?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
It
So it's like, which one we gonna do? Is it we all not gonna say nothing negative about each other, or we all gonna say
I think that y'all all have to be honest.
Oh, I'm honest.
I know. I'm saying about the fact that people can and do say things that get under your skin.
In any scene that I've ever brought food to, there's never been leftovers. Never.
And I'll take a step further.
Never. What you say?
Who brought food this season to people?
Nobody. When people come and see, this is my problem for doing the Lord's word.
That's being gracious.
Yes, people come over to the house, feed them, give them something to drink, give them something to eat. Don't fucking give them chips and salsa and Capri Suns. At least that's just how I was raised. Like, when you come over to my grandparents' house, bitch, you can go in the refrigerator and you can dig out a meal, snack, and a meal, and then another snack. Yes.
Stretch it too.
Yes. In any scene I brought food, there was never food left. All my food was demolished. Ask Quez. You can ask Quez. I come back home empty-handed. The children are gathering. I don't know. I be confused just as y'all sometimes. I be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Miss Nicole is back here kneading my back like dough.
I'm trying to tell you.
She is not playing with me.
Completely
Do I need to lay a certain way?
I'm not about to fight.
What other questions you guys have? Cameron loves to throw sneaky shade. I know, but
what's the status of your relationship with Cameron? That's what someone asked.
Me and Cameron really don't have a relationship. We talk and we converse. I know last season I tried to hang out with him. And a couple times I went out with him. I've been to his home. It was me, Montel. I think Jay Twan was there, and there was a big argument that I just knew was going to be chasing Atlanta, but no one brought it up. So I was like, oh well, there's that. But Cameron and I don't know. I don't dislike him. Me and him have never really spent time. When I see him out, we speak, we hug, we converse and stuff like that. I think Cameron, everyone anyone who's ever had a problem with me, they're friends with him, so I can see where he kind of skews,
I can
to
see
them.
That too.
I just wish sometimes he spoke of a place like, Cameron, you were not there. 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 And this is something that I try to make very evident when I do my top model chats. I wasn't there, so I can't really make a strong claim about what's going on. And that was another thing. So many people had so many things to say about Kendra and I. Bitch, you wasn't even a cast member last season. What are you talking about? You weren't there. You were not there. You were not there when me and Kendra spoke on the phone before the season began.
Ask Phaedra and Demetria. Ask them both.
You were not there. So it's I know that's your friend, But just like with my friends, when Q and Lauren come to me with things about how they feel about other people, I really can't give them my opinion because I wasn't there. And this is my friend. I love them, but my friend potentially could be wrong.
Right. And that was the other thing that I admired.
My friend could be wrong.
On the season finale, it was clear that Lauren was not ready. Even though that's your close friend, she was not ready to.
I was
move
cussing
forward.
Lauren out that night. They didn't show that. Oh, I was so mad at her.
She was not ready to move forward with Lil Kendra, but that did not impede upon your willingness to try to move forward with her. And I think some people follow what their group has decided, but I think that it's important that you always operate out of what you feel is right and what you feel compelled to do.
Yes, I'm not a bandwagon bitch. Like, I have my own thoughts and my own opinions, and I'm not gonna put myself on the line because my friends, family, boyfriend feels like I'm gonna support them, but I'm still gonna move in such a way because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I wasn't there. So I can't say. And so it just sometimes, to wrap up this question, it sometimes disappoints me when, like, Cameron and other people speak in such a place like they know. I'm like, you weren't there, so you don't know. Kendra ain't innocent. Other people in situations are not innocent. So you can support your friend, but just don't speak from a place of like you know, because you don't. And that's not being shady. You weren't there, so you don't know.
That fine ass nigga here.
Who? Who here? Who? Queen Tiara? Girl, y'all give Q too much. Y'all be like, Q so far. I be like, y'all give Q too much. Q is 5'2", 110 pounds.
That's a sexy man.
With a big bald head.
That's a sexy man.
His chest, there are implants. Hey Travis, hey and Dario. I'll be like, y'all give Q too much.
That's a sexy man. Don't do that.
Q alright. Q not my type. See, I like You know, I've never
You like Quay's bitch. Leave it at that.
Yes, no, I love my man, but I've never been one who was gully for muscles and arms and stuff like that. Because to me, not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that's bad to anybody that has muscles and arms like that. You keep pumping that weight, you keep doing all that. But it's just where I grew up and you know how I was conditioned. I like realistic. You know,
yeah.
Have a little pot belly. You know,
don't spend more time in the gym than you spend with me.
Yes, you know, I want to see a little flesh. I want look like you could have pledged Omega. You know what I'm saying? Like, look very husky.
Y'all not gonna give him too much. They call him Deacon Q. They say he was casket sharp. Just like he was ready to ascend.
Q look good. Q look good. Q be looking good with his little Bush Queen body. That's my friend, so I can talk bad about him. I dare another bitch to do it. None of y'all can't talk about it. I can talk bad about Q. Y'all bitches can't. And I dare a bitch to talk bad about him.
Okay. That is a fine automobile.
Child. Y'all give Miss Quadria too much.
You need to stop it. Stop it. You'll never work in this town again.
Y'all give Quadria too much. I love Q. I miss him.
I already know the answer to this question. Someone wants to know, were you bothered by Kendra saying that you were a follower on the season finale?
No, again, I'm never bothered with anyone says when I know the truth. I felt like that was coming from, she felt like I was, I guess, supporting Lauren and Q in their feelings, which from her standpoint, I can see. I've talked about this with Lauren. I was like, at the point at which none of us, especially myself, was like, on that Power 3 Live, and was like, free Lil Kendra. She's the greatest female rapper ever. She deserves a Grammy. She should go #1. Free her. They locked her up unjustifiably. At the point at which that I didn't say none of that, and that wasn't my attitude. It was gonna, to her, it was gonna read like I was trying to dog her out or talk bad about, drag her. And I think her saying of being a follower, I think she just felt like in that moment I should have been like, when Q was like, he won't donate and stuff like that. I guess I could have been more vocal about being in favor, being is supportive and in favor of her. So I think that's what she meant when she said that. I don't know. The Oliver Twixt hate train. I don't know. But I mean, it doesn't make me feel bad. It only really... Okay, let me tell you how my brain works. Here's how my brain works. And like I said, I'm cool with all the people on the cast. You know, I'm friends, gotten past, or, you know, we're talking at least. Somebody spent time and money to write a diss song about me.
Wait, what'd you say with Lauren?
Like, oh my God. Like, someone spent time to write about me. Someone went in their pocketbook to record a song and film a high-grade video. Because that's her best video she's ever put out.
I loved it.
That video looks amazing. Like, they spent money to talk about their disdain for me. Like, I think that is so cool.
I loved it.
I think that is so cool. Like, the fact that so many people... And here's the thing. Because I look at things a little bit deeper. You can't talk bad about my work ethic. You can't talk bad about my talent. You can't talk bad about my life. You can't talk bad about... You have to find something to pick at... Oof. You have to find something to pick at me about. So it's just like, I don't know. It kind of just boosts my ego. Because I feel like if I wasn't doing the right thing, like, no one would say anything bad. Like, no one's dragging Rico. No one's dragging Troy. No one's dragging, you know, whatever. And it's like, you know, no matter if I come in with roses and candy and whatever, they're still going to find something to talk negative about, you know, to talk negative about me. So it's like, oh, I must be doing something right. If they have to find something, I don't know. That's how I just view things. I don't know. Maybe I'm just terminally happy. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Terminally happy.
I don't give a fuck. Like, what I care about is I'm getting a massage by Miss Talented Nicole from Luxury Touches by Couture. Make sure you guys book her if you are here in Atlanta, or if you a grand girl with grand money, you can fly her out. She will surely come. Like, I care about stuff like that. Like, bitch, I'm about to go look for a new couch tomorrow. I'm about to go get new wallpaper and decorate. I need to go find tops to go film the rest of these interviews for Madison show.
You're not gonna have bottoms?
It kind of cuts off. Like, I don't know. It's just certain shit I just find more important. I don't know. I'm running on.
Of course you wear bottoms. How'd you feel about the ballerina comment?
My boyfriend being a ballerina.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is a ballerina. He's an accomplished trained dancer with many accolades. He's well known. He's been well known in Florida for a long time. He is in the history books of Florida. He is the first male that was ever allowed to be not a majorette, or maybe is that what they call the majorette?
In the band.
He was a dancer. No, not with a baton. He was in the bleachers.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know.
The dance
team. He is the first male in Florida in the public school system to have ever been allowed to do that. He's trained underneath. What's that lady with the short, colorful cut down in Miami? What's her name? And she went viral. She had a show. What's her name, y'all? It's the colorful shortcut, and the little walk her dances be doing went viral. Super what?
She was on Dancing Dolls.
Something like that, and she had her own show. Whatever. He trained underneath her. Like, that's his mentor. Tracy Young. There we go. Tracy Young. He's taught stroll dances for AKAs in the Deltas. He's taught classes. Like, yes, he is a ballerina. He's an accomplished ballerina. And I don't think a man choosing to dance should be something that's bad. You know, at least my man is doing something great. You know, at least he has a talent. At least, you know, he's accomplished in his talent. I'm very proud of him. And I mean, the true ballerina is me, because I definitely do spin on the dick. Spin on the dick. I can't get over this is my butt right now. You know, people tell me, like, oh, you have a big butt. And I'll be like, yeah, I know. But it's only until, like, I see it in situations like this. I'm like, damn, my ass is big. My ass is huge. And I was at one point thinking to go get some more.
What?
I was.
Probably in college.
No, like a couple of
booty.
months ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is new booty, Oliver.
My butt was big in college. My butt looked bigger in college because I was skinnier. My butt is bigger now, but it looked even outrageous in college.
I don't remember looking at your booty.
I know.
Because I don't engage in lesbianism.
Yeah, you my sister. Right! Somebody just said him and his man was given an 8 count. That had gagged me.
Oh, that was canning up now. Don't do that.
Yes, no, what I'm saying, but that had gagged me because I didn't know. I just, you ever know like when something happens, but it's so good, but you didn't expect it to happen?
You were genuinely surprised because you was geek. You was geek as fuck.
Yes.
He was geek as fuck to be a part of the opportunity. After talking shit about you in the previous scene, but neither here nor there. Nicole is a true ballerina in the room.
I was so amazed that they just broke out dancing like that, but it was like
they did good.
Yes, and I like it. His boyfriend is cool as fuck. Like we had
he's tall as shit too, huh?
His boyfriend is tall, but I like his boyfriend. His boyfriend was cool. I haven't said anything negative about him, and I won't because my experiences with his boyfriend have been pleasant. And like I just felt like, again, because it's me, so people feel the need to try to like, you know, I feel like when people try to read me or like throw shade at me, they try to like
look for a moment.
Yeah, like they have to find something. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta find something, and you just like I'm unreadable because anything that you send me, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna neutralize it, I'm gonna spin it right back around. That's reading 101, you know, and it doesn't help that I'm a smart ass. Yeah, and I really didn't want to fight with Dominique because I've had nice moments with him during the season outside of filming. So, I don't know. Maybe we can do better next season. I don't know. Hopefully. I don't know. Do you guys have more questions? Ooh. Miss Nicole, do you want to tell them what you're doing or what you offer or what you've done here today?
Sure. So basically, you guys, Oliver is getting a deep tissue only in the back. And we're just focusing on the tension in his back, which is kind of in the middle. And that's pretty much it. And he got the hot stones, which are really hot. And you guys can follow my Instagram. And all of my services are in my bio. And yeah, just look, I'm in Atlanta as well.
What do the hot stones do?
So the hot stones basically just condense down the pain relief that you have in your back, and it just relaxes you. So it's kind of like when your grandmother has like a heating pad for her back, and it helps her like, you know, relax. It's basically what this is.
Oh. It feels great.
Yeah.
Did you guys have more questions? I feel like if Dominique came back next season, he would do better. I feel like he learned, you know, he learned the do's and don'ts. Give him a chance, y'all. Give him a chance.
I think it also is like difficult when you have like a profession that requires you to be in a space that is probably closed down due to the pandemic, as opposed to like you, where you can go into somebody's house and they spray your ass down with lights off.
Bitch, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all noticed this season of Chasing, even last season, but definitely this season, the only time I was gonna be sitting down eating was gonna be like a group scene, or was with my mother. Excuse me. I'm finna show you that I work no matter what, because this is a platform. This is a free commercial for everything that you do.
Yeah.
I showed y'all, bitch. I create content. I rap. I shoot my own shit. I sell seasonings. I do promo. When y'all saw me do Sephora. What else I did? I sell out shows. What else? I got a mama. I got a man. I got a dog. My scene's not finna be me walking up and down the aisle at Walmart just chit chatting about bitches.
Yeah.
No, if I'm a chit chat about a bitch, at least come to where I'm doing work, because my work is what is most important to Oliver. It's most important to me. So, yeah, I don't know.
It's the journey.
It's the journey. Y'all, my mixtape comes out next week Friday on iTunes, Apple Music. Should I show y'all the cover? I was gonna post it tomorrow morning. Or do y'all just want to wait till tomorrow morning? I mean, it's only gonna, like, 9 more hours.
It's sick.
You liked it.
I loved it.
You want to see it, Nicole?
Mm-hmm.
This bitch.
What happened?
Oh, wow.
You like
I
it?
love it. It's really cute.
Thank you. Y'all want to see? I don't want to show y'all. Yeah, just yet. Because y'all gonna tell everybody. But why is it like that? Like, okay, hold on. Let me try to lay flat.
It's done there.
How do you clap your butt?
2 cheeks together.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got it.
Like that? But that looks so weird. Is it clapping?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I guess I don't know, like, how to
Put your feet up.
put my feet up?
Mm-hmm.
Like this?
No, on the thing now.
Like
You
this?
To do it? No, never mind.
Like what?
Yeah, like raise up a little.
The way you had them earlier. Yeah, like that.
And then what I do?
Just
Now.
raise up a little and then clap it.
But how you clap?
The same way you clap your hands, bitch. Yeah, there you go. Oh, well,
But I'm just shaking it. But like, I've seen people do like whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Yeah, you gotta have.
But I don't know how to
muscle
make it go
control.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
You gotta have muscle control.
I don't have muscle control.
You do.
It comes out next week, Friday at 12 a.m. I'm so excited. Y'all have any more questions about the reunion? Because I think Miss Nicole is almost done. Ooh.
And I have been summoned.
You have what?
Been summoned.
You been summoned
Mm-hmm.
by the trade?
Oliver.
What?
Don't act up.
What?
No,
I'm not acting up.
Not about the trade.
Who you been summoned by?
By the Lord.
Well, I don't hear no horns. I don't see no chariots.
You need to be worried about that. That's what you need to be worried about.
I don't know if it's the
Why
Lord
you
that's
on
calling
kid?
you. I didn't hear no horn.
He walks with me and talks with me.
I didn't see no tornado come down.
It's gonna be fire next time.
You never read in the Bible God came down in a tornado and took somebody up.
Really?
Yes.
The dead in
I think it
Christ
was,
shall rise.
who was it? Was it Elijah or Elisha? It was one of them where it was like he was walking with God and he just kept on walking. They never saw him again. And it's somewhere he came down in the tornado and took somebody up. But it was a good
It probably
tornado.
was Elijah Rock. Elijah Rock. He said he was coming up, Lord. Coming up, Lordy. Coming up, Lordy. Do you remember your notes?
No. I barely went to Glee Club practice.
Yes, you did. You did.
I hated the Glee Club. I didn't
It was
want
nice
to
to
be
meet you,
there.
Nicole. I'll be reaching out very soon.
Yeah, for sure.
She's so good. My back feels great. Just in time
Just in time for what?
for Quest to come home.
And do what?
And
Finish pulverizing it.
yeah.
Yeah. You're a whore. I'm
I
gonna
am.
leave this. I'll leave that for you.
I'm a whore
I
most
gotta
nights
leave
for my
something in the
man.
house.
Apple.
Did you want this on?
No, turn it off.
Okay, it's on.
Thank you. You're leaving the alcohol for me. You're always leaving alcohol. Darius
It's very.
Darius always comes over here and leaves alcohol.
I
I'm
feel
like,
it's very déclassé to bring alcohol to someone's place and leave it.
you should teach that to my Chasing Atlanta cast members. Because, girl, they would bring a bottle and would take it right back with them. I'd be like, what are y'all doing?
Especially when you feed them cold shrimp with shells on it, like.
Well, it's
I
a...
know. Tell us about it. Chef Holly taught me
What?
that you gotta suck it.
Yes, because the
You gotta
shells,
salt it.
because the shells trap in the butter, it traps in all the seasoning, and you can taste the seasoning. Because shrimp, when you cook it, it doesn't hold seasoning; it just
Right.
falls off because shrimp is rubbery. So you
Right.
need the shell on it
So
so
you
that
can
the
substitute.
seasoning. Yes,
And according to Travis, like, these people are used to sucking shrimp, so they should be.
Travis said that.
He said that the man with the shrimp dick.
The shrimp. Oh, Travis and that shrimp dick comment. That.
Yeah, they should be used to sucking
Okay, they-
shrimp with shells on it. All right, bye, y'all.
Yeah, they cussing me out there. They said, look at. Okay, I'm looking right now. There's. Bye, ho.
Bye.
I love you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, I'm looking at the questions right now, y'all. I'm looking, I promise, I'm looking. What y'all talking about? What y'all want to know? We finna get off, right?
It's up to you.
Oh, you still got more massaging to do. I don't know. I'm just a willing participant right now.
It's up to you.
So, Oliver, you know you got to come back on the show to talk about the reunion, right? Yes, I know. Well, let part 2 play, and then I'll come back, because I want y'all to see the full reunion, because I be liking to talk freely. I don't do well with, like, I can't talk about this type of stuff, because I just be ready to say it all. When will the seasoning be back in stock online? So, the small bottles are out of stock. Thank you guys so much for buying. The small bottles are out of stock. I still have the large bags available online. So to be quite honest, once I sell out everything is when I will have them restock everything. It's just easier for me to manage. So but the larger bags are almost done too. So as soon as everything is sold, that's when I'll have them restock. But I do have both Cajun and the original recipe of my seasoning available online, and I thank everybody who's bought it and everyone who posts them cooking with it. I'm going to start curating that other Twix Fix page soon. I just needed to get some other stuff, like my mixtape. I need to get that done and move that the way. Did you join Chasing Atlanta to draw more attention to your music? Yep, that was the only reason why I joined, because I wanted more attention to my music. Rico surprised me with his blowing up. Yeah, it surprised me too. I was like, oh, hey. Where are you and Rico? I didn't know he had any problems with you. Me and him fine. Me and him are fine. That type of shit don't bother me. And you know what? Rico, I don't know if they're going to show it on part 2, but he apologized to me. And I thanked him for it. Because a lot of people don't ever apologize to me. They be feeling justified. And the fact that he came back and apologized and, you know, said, you know, I could have came at you a better way. I accepted it. Me and Rico fine. Me and Rico ain't got no problems. Y'all have any more questions? Does anyone call Messy Boots, aka I don't... Does anyone call Messy Boots, aka I didn't say that, get put on blast? Who is that? Who is that? What's your favorite experience from Chasing Atlanta? Ooh. My favorite experience honestly has to be when I went and performed down in Miami, because that's where I met Quez. That's where he saw me for the first time. So if it wasn't for, honestly, if it wasn't for T.S. Madison getting booked to Miami and then me being on Chasing Atlanta and us going down into film, I would have never met him. So yeah, that's my favorite experience. Will you be getting a full album together anytime soon? So, yes, I can talk about it now. So, as you guys know, T.S. Madison has a show coming to WeTV that I am a cast member on, and I will be releasing. It won't be an album, but it will be an EP of songs, including that Eat song that everyone loved at the beginning of the season that I performed at the place. The project that's coming out next week is a mixtape, so it's like all of my previously released songs, some remixes, the Zap remix you guys heard, a couple of my features I've done, and like there's like one song that I know no one has ever heard in life that's on there. That actually I'm excited for y'all to hear. It originally was a feature, but I bought the song from them and it's on there. So y'all can get a lot of music this year from Oliver Twixt. A Drag Race contestant, former contestant, reached out to me for a feature. I'm excited about that. I have some other features I've already done for other artists that already recorded, paid for, sent off. I'm just waiting for them to release it. So y'all gonna get a lot of stuff from me. When are you and Kendra supposed to do the verses? I don't know actually. I was supposed to hear from her tonight for us to talk about it, but y'all pray for my friend Kendra. She got some stuff going on right now that I'll let her talk about, but she got some real life shit going on. Not bad, but just life experiences and shit like that. So y'all pray for her. Who do you wish to build a better bond with? To be quite. Ooh, this gonna sound so bad. Nobody, and I say nobody because I feel like if the potential is there, and if God wants us to be friends and have a better bond, it's gonna happen. I don't want nothing that God don't want me to have. I don't want to go nowhere He don't want me to go. I don't want to be, do, see, touch, do anything He does not want me to do. So I could be saying I want a better bond with them, but God could be like, that's not the person for you, or this relationship ain't gonna be beneficial. So no one, but anybody that God wants me to be friends with and repair and fix. Like, I felt like God brought Kendra and I back together at the right time. God brought Q and I back together at the right time. So whatever He wants and however he does it, I'm going to be a willing participant. And if He doesn't do it, that means it wasn't meant for me. If you could bring any past cast member back, who would it be? It would be We Were Born. Are you and Troy still cool? He was side-eyeing you all night. I don't know. I mean, we're cool in the sense that we could speak, but I do know that there are conversations that do have to be had between him and I. Oh, I'm missing some of y'all questions. I'm sorry. Is New York then furthest you go north to perform? Do you perform in New York once COVID gets... So New York used to be like one of my hot spots I always performed in. Like, outside of Atlanta, actually New York may be like my top place that I perform in. Like, is Quiz here? I'm like, what's going on? But I go anywhere. Listen, I go where the money reside. When y'all hit me up and be like, Oliver, can you come out? Can you make an appearance? And, people hit me up. I've done some of everything. People have booked me for their birthdays, their anniversary parties, their celebration parties, they overseas trips. I've been booked for something. As long as the money is right and the accommodations is right and I get everything before, at the designated time, I'll come. Listen, bitch, I'll go to Pluto. As long as Pluto pays my booking fee and they take care of all the things that I request that comes with the Oliver Twixt experience, I'm okay. I'm glad you and Kendra are in a better place, so am I. I'm glad too. Thank you guys for getting badges. I appreciate you. Are you going to make an appearance on Chasing It LA? You got to just watch. As much as the people say they don't like me, they adore me. As much as those people like, we tired of Oliver. No, y'all not. Y'all just saying that because you don't got nothing else to say. Will you get relaxed for real so you can enjoy the massage? I'm sure. Oh, no, I am enjoying it. I'm talking to y'all, though. Y'all want me to not talk to y'all? What's up with you and Lauren? Nothing. That's my baby. Do you wish people would speak truth more on the show? Hell the fuck yes. And a lot of reasons why I don't say a lot of shit is because I know I'll be the only one saying it and I'm going to look crazy. So I just be like, I'm just not going to touch that. But yes, I wish people would start really, really saying the truth. Like the real reason why you're upset. The real reason why you're in here screaming and hollering. The real reason why you have a problem with me and other people. Say the real reason. Not these other reasons that depending on the day, scene, location, and temperature, it changes. Like, no, say the real reason. Like, say the real reason. And some of them have, if you listen to what they're saying, some of them have said the real reason they're upset. Ugh. What flavor hookah are you smoking? I think this is blueberry. No more questions? Okay, y'all, I'm getting off at 11:25. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching this season. Shout out to Endario. Shout out to Curie. Shout out to Devontae. Shout out to dang, I don't want to mispronounce her name. I think it's Gierica, the other camera girl we had. Shout out to all the other camera people who got hired throughout the season of film. Shout out to Kevon. Like, shout out to everybody who produces, works on this show. That makes it even possible for us to be having this moment right here. Shout out to them because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of freaking work. And do you know what? I can say it now. Chasing Atlanta played a big part into how I got casted for T.S. Madison show. I'll tell the full story later, but my performance on that show, once it was reviewed by the people who made the decisions, appreciated it, and they allowed me to be on the show. That came verbatim from from someone. So I will never have hate or malice for chasing Atlanta. You know, it gets on my nerves a lot and it works my pussy to no end, but it will always have a special place in my heart because chasing Atlanta definitely did help me get to a certain point in my career where I am now. And I don't think, I mean, God, if it was meant to be, God would have done it some other way, but shout out to Chasing Atlanta for being the conduit that God selected for me to be where I am and do the things that I do. I'll always be grateful for them. I honestly will always be grateful for Chasing Atlanta. And it's unfortunate because I feel like every time they ask me to come back, I'll be like, yeah, I'll come back as a friend or whatever, because, you know, I'm just grateful for the platform because it really did help me out. It really did change my life. Is someone call Quad a doctor? How long do you think it will take for the next season to start again? I don't know. Hopefully no time soon. I need a break. Like, bitch, I've been in front of a camera going on almost a year and a half now. I'm tired. Y'all, reality TV, as fun and entertaining it is for y'all, that shit is a lot of work. Oh, it's a lot of work. This live is going to be uploaded to my YouTube later. Who has been your favorite girl to chat with on from A&TM? I hate answering that question, but if I could answer it right now, because it changes depending on the day of the week. You know what? Nothing. I don't think will compare to what I felt when I talked to Shandy, because it was way different than what I expected, and I just absolutely loved everything about it, and I think I enjoyed it more because I didn't expect it. You want me to come out to your show and be a drunken mess and talk trash. How did you become a cast member? I sent in an audition tape. But Gardini and Reese G did put in a good word for me, I believe. Oh, yes, y'all. So my birthday is February the 10th. And just like for Christmas, I'm doing a P.O. box unwrapping video. So I'll be posting my P.O. box here and there. I've gotten some things already. It's over there in the corner. And I'm going to do a big unwrapping video. So if you want to send me something, or if you want to promote your business, this is free. This is free. It will be shown. It will be shown in my YouTube video on my YouTube channel. If you want to promote yourself, or you want people to see your shit, or if you just want to make me smile on my birthday, I will post my P.O. box in my Insta story after this. And then, yeah. Is this the first time y'all seen my tattoos? I just realized that I'm all tattooed out right now.
Yeah, I never knew you had tattoos.
Yeah, I have 3. I want more. I look like, when I put my grill in, I look real tradie. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I set my arms a certain way. Okay, guys. Well, it's 11:27. I am going to get off. Miss Nicole, come talk to the people one last time.
So you guys can find me at Luxury Touches by Couture. And thank you guys for watching. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, that was so nice. You do this all the time, don't you? That was so perfect.
Yeah.
I love you guys so much. This video will be uploaded to my YouTube channel later. I will be loading like vlogs, old vlogs, and episode reviews. I uploaded one tonight, episode 3. I'll be uploading another one tomorrow. I'm still doing my top model chats. I love you guys. My mixtape comes out next week. Get the seasoning, get the merch. I appreciate the love and support. Or you don't even have to do all that. Just be nice and speak nice to me. That's cool. I always accept that. That's fine for me, but I love you guys. Be safe out there. Be sure to pray and Kegel. Pray and Kegel. Do you Kegel? No. You don't? You should start Kegeling, my friend, because... Oh!